You are listening to the Built to Grow podcast.
All right, welcome back to the Built to Grow podcast. I am your host, Tim Lyons, in Scottsdale at the Built to Grow studios, joined by my co-host, Randy Angston. What's up, fella?
Hey, buddy.
What's good?
Got
the whiskey shirt on today.
Yeah, we had to represent.
Crown Royal Black. Have never tasted that. I'm going to have to try that.
We'll have to keep an eye. I don't even know if they make it anymore. I'm sure they do. There's a ton of them.
Vintage. Get a vintage bottle.
Yeah, just one of the old ones off the shelf. They do make a very nice, the apple's tasty. Vanilla. We've dabbled with that one a little bit.
You know what? Jim Beam is the original of the apple, but they also have
Peach.
Oh. Peach is probably a little bit better than apple. And then there's also one other one. Oh, Red Stag. Come on, Black Cherry.
So
here we are talking about flavored whiskeys.
we need like a beach and a bottle of that right now.
Can we get the beaches open?
Can we get a
please?
beach and a bottle of whiskey?
California had that beach house canceled.
I know.
We had the rental every year on the beach. All right. Well,
Shiested.
Here we are. We got some cool, great news. We are in the middle of planning out our virtual growth summit. We have a kick-ass new platform. We're going to be kind of like the structure of the summit. It's going to be free ticket to get into this thing, and we're going to try to have about 15 to 20, maybe even 25 speakers on this. It's going to be a couple-day event, and more news coming out on that. We just literally were in the other room drawing this out and who we wanted to have speak, and got some great ideas.
Do you want to create a list? Get some people interested.
Yes.
Do you want a link? Do you have a link for that?
Oh, yeah. If you guys want to be first to know about the Growth Summit, let's just go to pfmarketingsolutions.com/summit.
Summit.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That works.
pfmarketingsolutions.com/summit. We just created that link right here live. With
Literally at this moment.
And that's what's cool about redirects. You can just go to your website and
we'll
point that to any website you want. pfmarketingsolutions.com/summit, and be first to know about the Grow Summit. It's going to be virtual. It's going to be probably September-ish. That's what we're kind of planning out. We have a lot of work to do on that. But, God, that's going to be nobody's done this in the fitness space for fitness coaching. So I'm going to bring some digital marketers on there, some business coaches. I don't know. We got a whole long list of people to talk to, but be on the lookout for that. Today, we're going to talk about the value ladder and how important what a value ladder is in your business. Almost, I don't know. You can probably name just about any successful business, and there is some type of value ladder built into their business that whether they know it or not, and whether you know it or not, there is a value ladder on how to get people into your quote-unquote ecosystem and ascend them up into the highest price tiers to get the most help, everything else. And we're going to talk about how to break it down in your gym today.
Even as simple as, would you like fries with that?
That's an upsell. Yep.
Would you want to supersize it? And just for the sake of conversation, right? Those are businesses that all of us have heard of, have known, but that is a process that's built into the way that, they respond, that ascends somebody up their value of.
So, and we'll do some examples here, but let's talk about what a value ladder is.
Beautiful.
And why it's important in your business. So, I think the most at-risk fitness businesses today in the marketplace are the single-service businesses, and probably most likely the large group single-service businesses, your boot camp only, your large group class only style fitness business models. And I think those are at the most at risk, and there's a lot of reasons why, but number one is the fact that you get a bunch of people in a room. Well, gosh, with COVID, you've got a bunch of other things to think about too. But you got to have a bunch of people in a room that are getting hot and sweaty in a class, quote unquote class. What that looks like to the end user is the same thing as the other guy that has a lot of people in a room getting sweaty. That looks like a class. So that might be your boot camp, might look like CrossFit, might look like spin, might look like
Zumba.
Zumba. It's a bunch of people moving in a room getting sweaty. And once you figure out that maybe that's where you're at, you need to start looking at, wait a minute, what does the end user think about when they see what we offer here? In my business, what do you have to offer? Is it class only, or do you have other layers? And we call them layers, but these are rungs of the ladder. And it doesn't start at the paid services either. It goes way below that and way above that. And so I think we've talked a little bit about Value Ladder, but it's more important now than ever because I think we've been getting a lot of people coming to us saying, hey, we want to switch our model to more of what you're doing, Tim, or more of a semi-private model, or what where can we grow the business? You can grow the business. You can do it without necessarily adding more people to your business,
Absolutely.
more clients. So that in a nutshell is what a value ladder. And let's kind of look at different businesses. And the first thing that comes to mind might be Ford, like Ford Motor. You've got levels of cars in their, I guess, fleet that are technically a built-in value ladder. At the low end, you've got Ford, Focus, Ford Taurus, Ford. I don't have the cars in front of me. But those levels, and then you've got, even within the truck line itself, you got the F-150, the F-250, the 350, the Super Duty, and then over in GM, you've got, the 1500, the 2500, the HD, the Denali. As you get up into those different packages, the trim packages, that's the value ladder, and they're ascending you into a higher price point.
Yeah, absolutely.
How does that relate to your business? Well, let's talk about the services. We'll start in the middle. The services of what you offer, okay? Somebody's already a client. What are they buying? A value ladder for a fitness business might be basic general access. I want to come in, pay $29 a month, and I want to come use your gym. That's maybe your lowest tier. And then maybe the next level up, you do your large group training there. And then you got your semi-private training, and within that you've got layers. Just like within GM, you can have, the SLT, the LT, the Denali, and all these.
Your trim levels
levels. So within the semi-private training, you can have once a week, twice a week, twice a week. That could be it. And then maybe on the top you've got, or not even necessarily the top, but the next level up might be private training. And you can have your trim packages there once a week, twice a week. You can also do unlimited, and then above that, you might have an all-inclusive, like VIP level.
It might not even be listed, right?
Could be unlisted.
Yeah.
You can have like, hey, I'm going to come to your house, clean your fridge out. We're going to go shopping together, and I'm going to walk you through all your nutrition. I'm going to train you one-on-one. I'm going to have a meeting with you every week. All this is like all-inclusive, and of course, when you get up to that level, the client has to pay more money for that.
Absolutely.
But that, and so see how that works, where you've got higher levels within your levels, and you have higher levels within your service categories.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you take a look at something like that, and then you go back to, wait a minute, I just have large group training in a room.
A lot of room for opportunity.
There's a lot of room for opportunity.
Something to make clear there, too, is because we talk about the value ladder as part of our coaching program, and when I describe it, something that's extremely important, in my opinion, is it's not just there for the intention of making more money.
Yeah.
It's simultaneously the client needs to receive a better result. And I mean, should have the opportunity for a better result, meaning, let you change the level of service, provide a more maybe customized program or more individualized attention, things like that. So the end user's experience changes with each rung of the value ladder, not just the business making more money.
Right.
Because often people just think, it's just about the dollars and cents. Well, no. You can't just charge somebody more and not provide a better value.
Better value, more help, more I guess more screen time.
Attention.
Attention.
Yeah.
But I've even seen maybe this, I don't even know if this is around anymore, but back in the day, they used to even have like a level 1, level 2, level 3 trainer. And the trainers in the facility.
Remember master trainers?
Yeah, master trainers. That's almost the same thing. There's just trim levels of LT, SLT, and whatever the hell that next one is. High country.
Yeah, the high country. The Texas edition.
The off-road, the Z71 off-road Texas edition, boy.
King Ranch.
Right.
Yeah, all these. Yeah,
so you have your level 2, your level 1, and your master trainer, and they're all different price points. I don't necessarily recommend that, but this is to get everybody's like mind wrapped around. Like, wait a minute, there's opportunity to where we can actually bring in another level of service, charge more, get better results.
Even in a single service, like let's say you are a large group training model. You can still mess around with a value ladder by offering different frequencies or other areas of the business that you might be able to layer in. Fascial stretch therapy, recovery sessions.
Add-ons.
Yeah, exactly. Other profit centers in the business can also be part of that value ladder as well.
And if you take our CLA course, we've got a good, better, best model within the CLA course. So within the product, like you were saying, if your product is this and we're not going to change the product, how do we make that better? So with us, our CLA, we've got the course, do it yourself.
Do it yourself.
The workshop, do it in a group, and then we got
do it with us,
or I'll do it for you as the top level. So again, different price points, better results at different levels. You know, if you're the person that is really motivated and you don't need any help, you got the course.
Mm-hmm.
But we also know if you do the course, you don't get any help, and it's like, you know what, are you really going to do it? The workshop's great because it's a, you know, mid-tiered price, but you're scheduled to do it between this date and this date, and you're going to get it done. I like that. But then for the people like myself, I'm this kind of guy. Like, you know what, I don't have time. I just want somebody to build it and teach me how they did it, and I want it done. And I want it done right. So those are the folks that want me to build it for them, and it gets done, and they know it works. So
and the most customized and proprietary.
Correct. You can make customizations and yeah. So that's the service levels and the levels within your business. But let's talk about below that before people even become clients, because that's part of the value ladder as well.
Absolutely.
So in your business, how do you know, what kind of content, because content is really another way of saying I'm going to deliver you value by this content. How do you get that out to the masses? And there's a lot of ways. For instance, this podcast is the lowest level of Profit's value ladder. This is the low. I mean, it's free. What else? It doesn't mean free isn't valuable. It means it's free. That's what it means. So there's no entry. There's no barrier of entry.
Yeah, value versus cost.
Yeah, it's value versus. So yeah, there's no cost, but there is value.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's our lowest level. And then now, you know, and then we've got lead magnets going out there. Same thing that you can do for your fitness business. Do you have a recipe book? Do you have an at-home workout program? You can do leads. A lead magnet is just an agreement for a virtual transfer of my information for the product that you have for me.
Yeah, it's an exchange of value. Yep. You're providing your information for somebody to be able to contact you again in exchange for that piece of value, that ebook, that tripwire, that.
And I really think it's underutilized. It was around massively for a while, but you know, a lot of, you know, things come and go in phases. I think it needs to come back.
I think that because in where we are in the marketing thing, right, it comes across like it's much more difficult. You know, writing content can be time consuming, you know, but companies that can do that, or organizations, gyms that can write good quality content, don't really run into a problem attracting clients. I think that, you know, you mean they've got something to say. They've constantly got a conversation going on.
Right.
And ebooks are in those pieces of value are a phenomenal way of being able to get something in somebody's hand to start that change of belief, that like, trust, and respect factor.
And even within the lead magnet game, because there's a lot of ways to do lead magnets, even in the lead magnet game, it's almost better to go less is more in this situation, because years and years ago, you can get an ebook that was like literally a book. It was 150 pages, and people would read it or start to read it, and they would never finish. Nowadays, people want it clear and concise right here. So even a one-page PDF could be a lead magnet, and it could be something as we did one not too long ago.
The flow chart.
It could be a flow chart. Are you getting, you know, whatever? Are you getting clicks? No. Fix your ad.
Yep.
Are you getting opt-ins? No. Fix your funnel. Like, whatever. These are the things that you can do as lead magnets.
There's quizzes that are real popular right now. You know, I mean, even it's really funny, but like even the social media ones that go around, like people opt in or click to, you know, share their Facebook information with those things that pop up all the time. Like what Game of Thrones character you most like? Every time you give somebody your information, like, you're giving them the opportunity to contact you. So when you go and do that quiz, you don't even realize you're opting in for that. But that's why you're getting hit with other things from organizations where you don't know where they're coming from. It's because you've literally consented to that. Yeah. But it just goes to show that, like, they can be done in ways that are fun, engaging. Like, your audience doesn't necessarily have to feel like there's a burden by giving you their information, because they're getting something that they want in return. Sure. Right? Our curiosity in that situation is like, oh yeah, I don't know, who am I like? Let me go answer these questions and find out.
So a quiz. You know, Dimitri, one of our Iron Circle and coaching clients, he underutilizes. He's really big into body types, mesomorph, endomorph, ectomorph, and he's really into how to train, how to eat for your body type. And he's got a kind of half-assed quiz that he started, but I'm going to push him to do more there, because he could really get a lot of leads this way, because it's very curiosity-driven. Mm-hmm. And, you know, he can get a lot of leads that way, and I think he could really leverage a quiz in that same way. So that's just another way to build a lead magnet. Mm-hmm. You don't have to go crazy with it. You could do, I really like the recipes. I like the at-home workouts. I like anything of value that the client or the prospect's going to at least enter into your world. And then from there, you can obviously send them into the next level. And the next level doesn't need to be a paid membership. It'd be nice to jump right into training, but let's just say it could be a trial. It could be a challenge. It could be, for us, it's a Kickstart. Kickstart's our 14-day trial, but you can also do, a free trial, a 7-day, a free pass, a free class. I mean, there's a million ways, but you probably, as a gym owner, you probably have some levels here, but you can really expand on it and maximize, and that's our next podcast, is maximize the value for each hour you're spending in the gym.
And that's a big thing because, and we're going to get into that in the next time we talk, but the value of what you have to offer is a big indicator. The value of the time in your business and of the services that you provide the options there provide you with some of the greatest opportunity to ascend. And that's really where the dollars and cents in your business can come from. And if you don't have a value ladder built out, you're literally just playing with that one card in the deck.
Yeah.
And that's where there's risk and there's reward. Not risk, there's simplicity in it, but there's massive risk.
But then there's these models that, I always lean back, kind of go back to Rick and his model. He just has semi-private training, but he's determined after 5 years that's the most profitable anyway. So let's just focus here. And I think that makes a lot of sense too. And that's why we've shifted. We've known the same things. When we had Rick on the podcast, we really dissected our numbers in our membership levels. It was semi-private training, period. That was our 90% of our revenues coming from. So we decided coming out of the shutdown was we were going to make a clean sweep and make the dramatic changes. And that's what a lot of our coaching clients are coming to us. I need to change my model. I don't know how to do it. What does it look like? Where are the pricing points? Like, how do I transition my regular clients into this next level? And we're really good at that.
Yeah.
We've done it over and over and over again with different gyms in different states, different models. We've taken CrossFits into semi-private training. We've taken large group training only into semi-private training.
You've gone the other way. We've taken one-on-one facilities and moved them into semi-private as well.
Yep. And it seems to be what people come to us the most for. So if that's you, if you're thinking, gosh, I need to make this change, we've got the blueprint and the game plan because we've done it. We know what works and we know what doesn't work because, working with the client right now, our latest client, I made it very clear. If you do this the wrong way, this could be catastrophe. You could lose your business.
Yeah.
And we're taking it very, very cautiously, especially in this time because you've already lost people. You don't want to lose everybody else. And so that's what we're great at. If you guys have interest in changing your model and taking it from a large group to a semi-private training model, let's get on a call. Let's get you in our coaching program. Let's get you in the 8-week program because within 8 weeks, we're going to do his in 30 days. So within 30 days, he's going to have a new model.
Yeah.
And we've done this, and we know the process. We know all the steps that it takes because, like I said, you could do this the wrong way and be out of business and be looking for a new job.
Yeah.
You go work for somebody.
And you can go give it a try on your own, but there's a lot of risk and a little risk there. We've done this so many times.
Something like this, I'm buying time. I'm buying the expertise of somebody that's done it before. I don't care. This is too risky. You do not want to do this yourself.
I completely agree.
Yeah. So if you're listening and you're like, hey, you know what? I need Tim ProFit. We need to get these guys to analyze my business, and let's look at the value ladder. Let's look at, maybe we're not as profitable as we need to be. Let's get it into a new model, and now's the perfect time, guys. Hint, hint.
Yeah.
Jump in. We do have some slots open. pfmarketingsolutions.com/call. Get on a damn call. Let's figure this thing out together. We're here to help you win. And this is in our very next episode, we're going to be talking about the actual value of your time. Listen to that one next if you haven't. And you know what? Let's do this together. Let's hold hands and just crush this because there's a great new life on the other side when you're not locked into every single client coming or going in your gym, and you've got even less clients, but you're making more money. You got more time. Your coaches are happier. It's just a better model, period.
Yeah, and the hardest thing for us to kind of explain is like what it feels like to be in that seat. Everybody, like we talked with so many gym owners who are just the struggle. They're swamped, they're bogged down, they're tired of guys. This is going to be a breath of fresh air at the end of 8 weeks. You're going to like the business that you show up for every day again. Yeah. And that's the biggest thing. Like if I could express that enough, if I could express that more, I would. It's that peace of mind and the happiness and enjoying the work that we're providing.
It's a true transformation. I mean,
yeah, it is.
Our first calls with a lot like the Decade in a Day call with our coaching clients. They're scared. They're nervous.
Absolutely.
They don't know what's next. They don't, their business is teetering. They don't know, it could go down or it could go up, or you can actually just stay the same and still not be happy. I mean, you can go up and down all year long. At the end of the year, you're basically in the same place. It's kind of like, what am I doing this for? Especially if you're not making a whole lot of money to begin with.
Take action. Change something.
Let's do it. So value ladder in your business, analyze it. This is something we teach in our coaching program, but you may have some piece of this. Think about the trim packages in each level. Think about the levels themselves, and don't just think about the paid levels. Think about the free levels below it, or the very low price points to get into your operation. Trials, challenges, programs, short, bracketed programs, whatever. So, all right, guys, you got some homework to do. If you need our help and you want us to do this with you, pfmarketingsolutions.com/call. Until next time, guys, keep changing lives. We'll see you. Bye.